All right. Last lesson, I guess we solved some questions. This was an homework. I don't know. I guess it was an homework. We solved the homework questions somehow. Or wait, no. This was the quiz that we did. We solved some questions, or the questions. I guess there's 10 questions left from the quiz, and then we finished all of them. We explained all of them. I don't know if you have still any questions about it. Then we started in chapter 4. Actually, we already started with chapter 4. I just give it to you somehow new information, new ideas. And the last idea we talked about, it was, no problem. It was about persons. Yeah, we talked about the persons, how you change persons. I talked about a lot of persons, how you calculate persons. And then he's going to ask you, for example, find the percent. What is the percent of? Yep. And then I told you here we have 3 ways to calculate the percent. The first way is what we call the part over all times 100. So the first concept, for example, when I have a class and inside this class, there is a boys, there is a girls, for example, okay, like that's instant example. Then question or the idea, second idea is if I have a change in a value, for example, I have a value, it's increased or a value is decreased, something like I have from a small amount to a higher amount or a high amount from a small amount. So what we said that the percent is going to be equals to the old value minus new value in an absolute value. And I explained to you why we have an absolute value. I told you because we're looking for a positive difference. Okay. Sometimes students, what they're doing, they're subtracting the small amount from the high amount. At this case, we're going to have a negative answer. That's why we put the absolute value, because I'm looking for the positive difference only. Then I said old minus new in the absolute value over the old. As you, I don't know if you remember, okay, times 100. This is the second idea. The second idea was about difference. Then the third idea, who remembers? The third idea was comparing between values. For example, when I have, I'm comparing between X and Y, okay? The idea is here, like question is gonna be, by what percent is a value more or maybe less than a value, okay? So I told you that the percent is gonna be difference between them. Again, the positive difference between them over any idea, anything comes after the word than times 100. And I guess we stopped. Yes, we stopped. So today, what I'm going to do basically, I'm going to give it to you some extra examples, right? And then we will move on to a new idea. Is there any questions about it? Any questions about what we had till now? Okay. The good question, anyone studies the last lesson?
I actually practiced a little bit. Not
okay.
that much.
All right, but you need to practice more, because each lesson I'm going to give it to some more ideas, new ideas. Samer, did you practice anything?
No, Mr.
No, Mr. Okay, good. The honest is good. Muhammad, you practice anything? Muhammad, close the camera. خلاص بطل. Muhammad, come here. معلش. It's okay. Don't practice. Yahya, did you practice, Mr. Yahya?
No.
Mr. Yahya, انت بامريكا؟ عندك عتمه؟
لا.
عندك عتمه بشكل يا زلمه. نور الضوء شعل الدنيا. حاسك قاعد بامريكا.
لا مسافر بس.
Okay. Sana, did you practice anything? Practice يا سنة؟ في شيء practice؟ سنة مش معانا خالص. وجنى, what about you جنى؟ كمان جنى مش معانا خالص. يلا ممتاز. حلوين. طيب, I'm going to start with new questions. Okay, صح. جنى, you was able to. Oh, سنة, no, sorry. طيب. In this case, it's our problem, not you. صح. Okay, I told you that. Did you text the Miss Dania about the lesson? There is a lot of you missing today. I don't know who's missing. Tasneem, she's not here, I guess. Who else? Tasneem, she's not here. I guess there's 3 of you missing. Nice. Yeah, okay, so. Did we solve any questions from here? Did we solve any question from this? Did we start with the book? I guess we did not. Did we?
No.
No, yeah? I guess I just give it to you a homework.
2 questions.
How many?
Questions.
We solved 2 questions, Muhammad?
Yes, I think like 2 questions.
Time. All right, now let's do question 17. Try to read question 17 and give yourself a minute to solve it, please. Can you see it? I guess you can. Read the question and give yourself a minute, please. It is super easy concept.
There's some green boxes in the
Green boxes in the screen.
gray boxes.
Gray
I don't
boxes.
know.
Now it's gone?
Yes,
Still-
yes, it's good.
Okay, nice. By the way, here you can see that there is a calculator. It means that you can use a calculator, right? If you have a calculator, use it. It's okay. Naya, show me your calculator. I guess you need to buy a new one. No, it's good. No, this one's good. Muhammad, why you turned off your camera? Thank you. No one with the answer? Or let me solve the first one for you and then you can do the rest. What do you think? If you agree, give me a thumb up. Correct, Muhammad. Nice. Correct answer. So this question, let me do it for you. It's obviously, what do we have? We have I guess, a raise in a value. Jana, what do you have? Raise your hand. Jana, you raise your hand. Okay, mistake. All right, so what, as you can see that we have a homeowner, blah, blah, blah. Here, guys, the idea of this questions is you need to read as fast as you can, okay? The tax was, okay, the idea here, it means that this is the old amount. So the tax was 1,494, okay? So due to the value in blah, 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 the tax payment was increased to. So it was a value and now this is the new value. Now it was and now it is $1,572, okay? So as you can see, obviously that the question is about to the nearest tenth, all right, of percent, by what percent was the homeowner increased, all right? By what percent it's increased. Okay, so right now, as you can see, obviously that, what do we have? We have a difference in a value, okay? So the difference in value, what was the formula? It was old minus new old value. By the way, this is the old amount, and this is the new amount. As you can see, the rule is old minus new. In the absolute value, one more time, the absolute value is just for getting a positive answer, okay? Just getting positive answer. All over the old amount. This is so important. Some student doing this as a new amount, that's a mistake. Always over the old times 100, okay? That's the formula. All right, which one is the old amount? It's a 1494 minus, which one is the new amount? Is 1572, okay? In the absolute value, all over the old amount. What is the old amount? It's 1494. Guys, the mistake here, if you did over 1572, that's a mistake. And by the way, if you did it over 1572, you're going to see your answer here, okay? Because those are the SAT, and if they are studying your mistakes, they're seeing what students doing any mistakes, and they did it as an option. After that, what we do, you know what we do? We go to the calculator. I'm going to show you a calculator, how you use a calculator right now. Can you see the calculator right now? Okay, look, first of all, I'm looking for a fraction, because as you can see that I'm looking for a fraction. This is the fraction. Do you see it? This is the fraction. I'm going to press on a fraction, and now on the screen, I have a fraction. Now, after the fraction, I'm going to use an absolute value. I don't know if you know it, but there is an absolute value in the calculator. If you press on shift and on this bottom called HYB, all right, try to press on HYB, the calculator will give it to you the absolute value. Check your calculators, you will see it, okay? You need to know this strategies. Now, 1494 minus 1572 all over 1494. Then I'm going to go right, and then I'm going to multiply by what? 100, and then equal. All right. Now, when you do it with a calculator, the calculator give it to you as a fraction. How you change it to decimal? You press on this. Okay, it's called S to D. So when you press on the S to D, will change to decimal. And as you can see that the answer is 5.22. 5.22. So to the nearest percent, to the nearest tenth is going to be 5.2. It is easy, is it? Guys, just a formula, we used it, and this is it. I have.
Can you put the new minus the old?
Yeah, you can just, I don't want to give it you many rules, yeah, but it's okay. You can do the new minus the old if you know that it's increase in a value, okay? All right, sir. Right, nice. Let's do one more.
So if there's nothing increase or decrease, I just put.
Type. Listen, Yahya, you use old minus new when the value of the old is greater than the value of the new. Like old is greater than the new. What do I mean by this? For example, if it's you have 1,000 and it's went down to a 700. This is when you use old minus new. Okay. And if you want to use the new minus old, so for example, if it's going to be like this question, it was a low amount and it's going to be a high amount. Here, okay, use new minus old. Okay. Or you can use absolute value and just ignore anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you question 2. Again, these type of questions, you need to solve it. Okay, you need to solve it as fast as you can, because like you cannot waste the time in here, right? These questions for help. These questions you need to solve. Like when they give it to you, the questions like this, they want to help you. So don't waste more than 30 seconds with these questions. Correct. Nice. Muhammad, Naya. Perfect. Come on, yeah, Samer. Sana, Jana, Usama, where is your camera, Mr. Usama? Yeah, perfect, nice. Okay, so as you can see, right now, what do we have? Right now, we have an old amount and a new amount. Okay, Usama, that's correct answer. Samer, that's correct answer. Sana, your answer. Where is your answer? Yes, Sana. And Jana, where is your answer also? All right. Obviously, that the price of a single share was 35. So the old price was $35. Okay. 6 months later, the price single share, blah, 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 increased into 49, sorry. So the new price is $49. Okay. The question is, to the nearest percent, what was the percent increase? So again, we're looking for the percent increase. I'm looking for, again, the old value minus new value in the absolute value over the old times 100. Okay. You have a calculator. By the way, most of the questions with a calculator, most of them. All right. Old minus new, the old, the 35, or let's do the Yahya's advice, which is 94 minus 35 in the absolute value over the old amount. Which one is the old? Is a 35 times 100. Okay. When you did this and you get the calculator, most of you said the 40, is it? So see. Okay. All right. It means that's your calculator, Yasana. It's old. Show me the calculator now you have. I guess you do have it. Your screen is so small, so I can't see it, but I guess you have it. Search for something called ABS in yellow, right? In the yellow ABS. Yalla, more questions. You find it?
No.
That means that your calculator is old.
Okay.
All right, 19. Try to do 19. By the way, this is somehow like harder than the others. So good luck with this. All right. We have 3 answers as correct, I guess, correct answers. Samer, perfect. Yahya, Muhammad. Actually, I don't know the answer, so I don't know. Naya, three friends said one answer, so I guess your answer is the incorrect one. I don't know, maybe your answer is correct one. Let's solve it together. Yeah, anyone still trying? Anyone still trying? All right, let's read the question carefully. The number of coins in jar X is 75. The number of coins in jar Y is 54. By what percent is the number of coins in jar Y less than the number of coins in jar X? Wait, that's an easier. I thought that this is a different question. Okay, so now I told you this is the third type of calculating percent. Yes. So we have a number of coins in jar X, which is 75, and number of coins in jar Y, which is 54. All right, now I'm doing compare. I told you this. When you have a compare between 2 different values, X and Y, what you would do is this. You say that difference between them over whatever comes after the word than times 100. Okay, so x minus y in absolute value, or as Yahya said, just subtract the big one from the small one. Right now, I'm subtracting the 75 from the 54, okay, over. In the question, read the question carefully. Let's read it carefully. By what percent is the number of coin in jar y less than? Did you see the word than? Less than. What comes after than? The one after comes after than, it's in x. So it's over x, okay? So whatever the value of x, what is the value of x? It's 75. So 75 times 100, okay? And now I'm gonna use a calculator and I'm saying this fraction, 75 minus 54 over 75 times 100 and equal, I give it to you, 28, and the answer is B. All right, now I guess you get over 54, that's why you get the C, is it? All right, careful, always, I told you the formula is always follows after Y. Jannah, because that's, okay, why we did then x minus y, not y minus x, it is the same, yeah, Jannah. X minus y, which is 7, listen, what is this things mean? Jannah, this things mean it's x minus y in absolute value. Yani when you do 75, 54 in absolute value, right, now use a calculator, tell me what is 75 minus 54? 75 minus 54, what is it? 21, yes? So I have a 21 in absolute value. But if you did 54 minus 75, okay, you will get a minus 21 in absolute value, which is at the end, you have a 21. All right, Jannah, both of them, if you did x minus y or y minus x in absolute value, you will get the same answer, exactly same answer. So there is no difference. All right, next one. Okay, read question 20 and let's see if you can solve it or not. You have to read it carefully, okay? Here, there is 2 steps to solve the question. All right, we have 2 steps to solve the question. All right, anyone still solving? Muhammad and Samir, yes, perfect. That's good. Anyone more? Yeah, let's solve it.
Just a bit.
Yeah? Yeah, what do you say?
Just a bit.
Just a minute. Okay. All right, what we have to do first, I guess we have to find how many sophomores we have, or wait, 75 more seniors than juniors. I guess we have to find how many seniors do we have. That's the first. So I guess the first step to find the seniors, then I will find the percent of how many more. Okay? Okay, let's read the question carefully. Everyone, stay with me for a minute, please. In the question, he's saying to you that we have 50 sophomores, as you can see, okay? That's the number of sophomores. I have 50 sophomores. Then I have an 80 juniors, okay? And then he'd give it to you this information, which is 75% more seniors than juniors, okay? Wait a minute, guys. The 75 more seniors than juniors, yeah? So I told you in the previous lesson, right now I'm adding, okay? I'm adding percent. Adding percent. All right. So what is the number of juniors that we have is 80. So to calculate the number of seniors, I'm gonna say there is two ways to calculate this. There is two ways to calculate the number of seniors. I'd like to use this, which is 175. Okay. Or wait, not 175. Guys, 75% is 75% as a decimal. What is it as a decimal? It's 7.5. And I don't know if you remember, I told you that when you are adding a percent, you say it's going to be 107. Wait, yeah? No, 100.
0.75.
0.75. Yeah, but 0.75. La ilaha illallah. 75% is 7.5. Sorry, my bad. 75% is 7.5. 0.75. Okay, so that's as a decimal is 0.75. If you want to add, I told you to add that 1 plus 0.75. You remember last lesson, okay? Times an 80. So basically you multiply 1.75 by 80. That's the faster way, all right? Use a calculator and get the answer. If you don't like it, what you would do basically is you calculate 75% of the 80, all right? Use a calculator. So you say 75%, listen, 75%, where is the percent? I'm going to press on shift percent times 80. And by the way, I got this answer, 60 is the amount of extra. So I have a 60 more than the 80. So 60 more than the 80, I'm going to get 140. What is this? This is the number of seniors, which is I can get it directly from this, 140. Look, if you use a calculator and you said 1.75, 1.75, طيب ماشي 70 طيب bye 75, yeah, sorry, times 80, you get equal, you get 140 directly. And this is the way I'm using, so I can save some seconds, okay? Like I'm gonna save 15 seconds at least. So I have a 140, this is the number of seniors right now we have. So basically I knew how many sophomores we have, I knew how many juniors we have, and now I knew how many seniors that we have. And what is the question? What was the question? The question was, by what percent is the number of seniors greater than the number of sophomores? So basically what I'm doing right now, I'm doing compare. Yeah, I'm doing comparing between what and what? I'm comparing between seniors and I'm comparing between sophomores. Yeah, so I told you the formula is this. Subtract how many seniors do we have? The formula is this. How many seniors do we have minus how many sophomores that we have all over what comes after then. What comes after then? After then comes the number of sophomores. So all over the sophomores times 100. So this is what I'm doing. How many seniors that I found? I found 140 minus how many sophomores that we have? Sophomores, how many sophomores we have? 50 over how many sophomores, which is 50 times 100. And now use your calculator. Okay, get the answer, and this is it. You say fraction 140 minus 50 over 50 times 100. And you get the answer as 180%. And it's a D.
Why did we put the 50 in
50 where? Here?
denominator?
Mr. Yahya,
Yep.
can you hear my voice?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, the 50 because he's comparing between the number of seniors with the number of sophomores. Okay, how many seniors we have, Yahya? How many seniors we have?
140. Hello? Can you hear me?
I guess I can. It's actually my battery going low. Okay, I plugged it in. Sorry. Again, tell me again. Why the 50? Is it?
Yes. What was 50 integrated?
Because look, he said what is the question is about? Read the question carefully. By what percent is the senior greater than the sophomore? So now I'm comparing between what and what? I'm comparing between the seniors and the sophomores. Yeah? How many seniors we have? Seniors is the 140, the one that we found. The one after then is sophomores. How many sophomores do you have? How many sophomores do you have? 50. That's why 50. That's why you subtract them over the number of anything comes after then. Okay, so what comes after then? It's actually.
So if it was sophomores less than seniors.
Then the seniors, yes, is gonna be over 140. Exactly.
Over 140.
Exactly. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Nice. Any more questions? One more time, let's go over the question. First thing here, we did it in 2 steps. Okay, this is 2 steps question. First of all, we don't know how many seniors we have. I know only information that I have a 75, the seniors, 75 more seniors than the junior. Okay, so I know that how many juniors we have. We have a 60 juniors. We calculate 75% of the 80. Sorry, I have 80 juniors. So 75% of the 80, it is 60. So it means that I have 60 more than the 80, which is total as a 140. Or you can do it in a fast way, as I showed you last lesson, which is you take the percent, you add to it 100. So it's going to be 175% of the 80. Use a calculator and get the answer directly, which is 140. And now we are applying a formula. I'm comparing between 2 things. He's saying to you that how many more, right? What is the percent of how many more juniors than sophomores? So we comparing between a junior and a sophomore. That's why we said, sorry, seniors, not sophomore. So how many seniors minus the sophomore? What is the difference between them over the sophomore? Again, why it's over the 50? Because it came after the word there. How was it? You like it? Let's raise the level somehow. What do you think? Let's raise it. I feel that I'm talking to myself.
Yes,
And I am.
okay. No.
All right. Have fun with this, 21.
Okay.
And by the way, questions like 21, they like it so much. They like the question like 21 so much. All right. Inshallah, Muhammad, you are so fast. Correct. Did you solve them before, Muhammad?
No.
Nice. And by the way, this is, we called it like a hard type question. Like this is somehow a hard question to solve. If you did it, it means that you got the idea. Nice. So give it your best, please. We have an answer from someone. Samir, perfect. Nice. Usama, what's going on, Usama? Today you entered and you get out 3 times. Not 3 times, 300 times. What's wrong? Come on, guys, come on. Come on, Yahya, Sana. Try to think about this. All right, let me solve it because I know that this is a hard type of question. Let me do this. Okay, listen carefully right now for this question because it's so important. They like this type of question in the SAT, all right? They like it. Okay, what do we have right now? He's saying to you that the original price of a newly released phone was $Y. So this $Y is the price of the phone right now. Okay, a year later, the original price of the phone was discounted by 36%. So listen carefully how it's going to work. The started with $Y. Yeah. Then after a year, he said to you that after a year, I have the price is discounted by 36%. So after a year, it discounted by 36%. Right? We have like a price. Here, the idea right now is, I don't know. Okay, this is after a year. All right, listen carefully right now. Then after another 6 months, we have an online retailer was selling the phone at a price of 25% less than the previously discounted price. So basically, the 25% is less than this, which is this is what we call the discounted price. Because again, we have a Y. Then what they did a 36% discount. And now this is what we call the discounted price. Yes or not? Yeah. So this is what we call the discounted price. Yes? All right. So now basically we have one more time, we have a 25% discount. Then it ends up with a value. Again, here, I don't know what is the value. Okay. Now the question is, by what percent was the online price less than Y, which is what is Y? The original price. Now, what I'm doing basically, I'm doing compare between the original price that I have, which is Y, and between the final amount that we have after 2 discounts. The first discount is 36%, second discount is the 25%. So this is what we are trying to do. Okay. The easiest idea right now to solve the question here, the easiest one is assuming a value of Y. All right, do I know what was the price? Do I know what is the Y? What was the Y? Do you know? We don't know. So we're going to assume that the Y is a value. Let's say that Y is going to be a 500. By the way, you can choose any value you want, all right? And I prefer to use 100, but now I'm going to use a 500 to show you that anything you use is going to be correct. Anything you're going to use is going to be correct. So put it in your mind as a formula. Once you have a question like this, and we have a value, it's unknown, and he didn't give it to you any restrictions about it, use a value. Choose any value you want. Let's say that it's going to be 100, 200, 3,000. I don't care, okay? Because any value you're going to choose, it is going to be correct, okay? Okay, let's do it. Now, I started with the 500. All right, we started with the 500. The first discount is by 36% discount. You can hear my voice, was it? Okay, so 36% discount. So who knows how to calculate? What is the new price right now? What is the value supposed to be here? How can I calculate it directly? Who knows? I'm going to take the 500. I'm going to multiply it by what percent? What is it? Anyone?
1 minus 0.36.
0.64, is it? Yes or not? Do you know why 64? I talked about it before. Last lesson, I talked about this. But do you understand it? Because guys, we have a discount as a, exactly. I have a discount as a 36%. Yes. I told you if you want to have, if you are having a discount, you subtract 100 from a 36. You subtract. In the previous question, now what I did, I added 100. So put it in your mind. If you have a value and this value is going to be higher by some percent, add 100. If this value is going to be lower by a percent, you minus 100 from it. So 500 times 0.64, use a calculator and give me the answer. What is it? Times, not divide, times 0.64. And now what is the answer? I have it to be, what? No, I did divide, that's why. 500 multiplied by 0.64. It's a 320. So now my discounted price is a 320. Did you see it? My first discount, which is 36%, it's what? It's a 320. Again, the price was a 500. We did the first discount 36%, and now what we get? We get 320. Now let's do the second discount. We have the second discount 25%. So I will take this value, 320, and now I'm gonna ask Sana, tell me what I'm gonna multiply by. Sana, what I'm going to multiply by right now? 300 times what?
24.
What?
0.24. 0.24.
0.25?
0.24.
Why 25?
24.
No, why 24?
0.24. Saying 0.23.
I guess I lagged. Did I?
No, we can hear you.
You can just the problem from her side. Can you hear me, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
okay. So now tell me, Naya, then why multiply by what?
0.36.
Okay, listen, guys. The idea is easy. The idea is easy. Sana, just make yourself. Okay. What is the idea right now? The idea is this. I will take, because we have a 320, okay? We are going to do a discount by 25%, okay? The easy part is I'm going to take the 320, I will multiply it by, I'm going to do it in my mind, 100 minus 25, okay? Like this. Why minus? Because it's discount. If it's increase in the price, I'm going to say 100 plus 25. That's it. Okay, so mentally tell me 100 minus 25, what is it? 100 minus 25, it's 75, yeah? 75%. 75% means that I'm gonna multiply by 0.75. 0.75. Okay, guys, 75. And now use a calculator and try to multiply 320 by 0.75 and get the answer. You have what? You have a 240. All right. Yahya, tell me, what is this 240 represents?
The final price.
The final part, like this 240 represents the final online price. Again, here we have three prices. The first price, the original price, then the discounted price, then we have the third one, which is the online price, because he told me this, yes? And now, after doing all of that, he's telling you that I'm trying to compare between the original price, which is here I assume to be 500. Yes, by what percent was the online price less than the Y, which is the original price. So now what I'm doing compare between the original minus the online. All right, so it's absolute value of original minus online over, who knows, over what? Is it over the original or over the online?
Original.
Exactly. Why original? Because it comes after then. You see the then here? Then Y, which is the original price. So times 100. Okay. So now what I'm doing the original price that I did 500 minus the online price. It's 240 in absolute value over the original price, which is 500 times 100. When you do this on the calculator, I guess you're going to get the correct answer. Let's try to check. Fraction 500 minus 240 over 500 times 100. And now the answer is 52%. And the answer is C. The question here, Mister, if I used any different number, should I get the same answer? The answer is yes, you will get the same answer. All right, one more time. When you have like this, when you have questions like this, assume a value. We're going to assume, for example, that Y is equal to a value. Choose any value you want, all right? Now I need you to take a minute and everyone choose any value different than 500 and text me on WhatsApp. Let me see how you did it. Okay, same as I did, but choose different value than 500. Please, everyone, now. Jana, I'm reading it now. Now I'm reading your texts. Okay. You cannot multiply 500 by, why you can't multiply 36? Subtract 100 minus 36 first, then I multiply 500. Yes, that you can do this. 75 from Jana. You can hear my voice? Yeah, Jana. Jana, when you hear my voice, tell me I'm hearing your voice. All right. I don't understand why you did after what you did after 3. Okay, no problem. Listen, Jana, here in the question here, we have two types of discounts. First type is 36%. Second type is 25%. Okay, two times. The first time I have a 500, then I did the percent as a 36% discount. Then from 500, I went down to 320. That's first. I guess till here, no problem. Give me confirmation. Okay, next, we have a 320. I will do the second discount. Same as I did with the 36. Exact same as I did in 36, okay? So what we have, here we have a 320. I'm gonna do 320. I will do it discounted by 25%. Okay, so 320 exactly by 25%, what you will get? No, listen, overall, I can't do overall the percent in them like together. I can't add a 36 with 25. That's a mistake. I have to do it step by step. You understand? You cannot do it in a direct, like I can't say 36% plus 25%. So the total is something. And then I'm going to do like I'm multiplying the 500 by this. No, you can't. You have to do it step by step. Okay. So we use the 320 and then I use the 25% discount. So I took it same as you did here. I multiplied the 320 by 25 and the answer I subtract from the 320. I got the answer at the end as 240. Okay, that's a 240 comes from. Did you understand? Yeah, Janet. I wish that you understand. Okay, let me go over your answers.
I actually did it. I can show it to you here on the camera because my phone is not with me now.
All right. Use 100, yeah, Mr. Yahya, perfect. Yalla, show me then. No, yeah. Nice, nice. Yalla, anyone? All right, let's move on then. That's enough. How is 25 same as 0.75? Again, listen, Jenna. Here, that's why, because you were absent last lesson. That's the gap that you have. Okay, I explained to your friends this, which is if I'm going to have, for example, you have a value and you're going to do a discount by percent. Here, I have a value and I'm going to do a discount by 25%. So what I'm doing, I'm saying I'm not going to multiply by 25%. I'm going to multiply by 100 minus 25%. Sorry, 100 minus 25. That's why we get 75. Okay. In case that I'm doing discount, I'm saying 100 minus the percent that you have. And in case that I'm doing increase in value, I'm going to say 100 plus the percent that you have. Okay. This idea I explained last lesson. Okay. Samir, you are trying with the 100. 100 minus 36 is 64. 0.5 minus times 64, 16, 64. Okay, nice, perfect. Okay, let's move on then. Okay, Jenna, do you understand or not yet? I can re-explain as much as you need. I was saying again, I was saying that if you have a percent, if you have an amount, stay with me here. If you have an amount, let's say that you have an amount, okay? And this amount, you want to do discount with it. Discount as, let's say that, discount as a 10%, okay? So here in discount, what you would do, you take this amount, for example, let's say that the 500, the 10, 600, whatever, okay? Here we have two ways to calculate it. You can say that 600 multiplied by 10%, you get the answer. Here, what you will get the answer as 60. Then you take the amount that you have, you minus from 60, you get the final answer. Okay, that's the first. The second idea I did, which is much faster, way faster than this, which is I will take the amount. What is he said? He said that discount as 10%. What I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply by 100 minus 10%. Okay, here, only this, use this to save your time. Okay, you can use the old one, but I'm using this to save my time. So 600 multiplied by 90%, use your calculator, and then you will see that you have exactly the same answer. All right, exactly the same answer. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this so I just save my time. You can do the old way, which is you take the amount, you multiply by the percent, then you subtract. You subtract, why? Because it's discount. You add if you have a like increase in amount. I wish that now I'm clear. Am I clear? All right, alhamdulillah. All right, next. Let's do some more questions about the idea. All right, this is an easy question. Let's do 22. And careful here, but they did some trick. Okay, read the question carefully because there is a trick, small trick in here. Or you know what? I will do it for you because we wasted a lot of time. All right, he was saying to you that we have a company. I don't care about the name, all right? Don't waste your time reading the name. They have a 250 full-time and 250 part-time employees. All right, nice. If, he's saying to you that, if 92% of the full-time employees qualify, all right, so 92% of the full-time qualify for the health insurance. And listen carefully here, this is the trick. And 74% of the part-time employees, what? They are do not. You see, this is the trick. Here I have do not qualified for the health insurance. Then how many more full-time, part-time they are, okay, at this company qualify. All right, listen carefully. How many employees do we have, full-time employees? 250. Yes. So from these 250, how many of them they are qualified for the health insurance? There are 92. So I'm going to say 250 times 92%. And using calculator, I will get the answer. Yeah. This is for the full time. All right. What about the part-time? The part-time employees. So I'm going to say again, 250 multiplied by, do I multiply by 74? What do you think? Is it correct to multiply by 74? It is not. Yes or not? Do you agree that it is not correct?
Multiply by 26.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Osama. Welcome back. Akhiran. All right. So what do we have right now? I'm not going to multiply by 74. I'm going to multiply because he said to me, 74, they are do not qualify. So how many they do qualify? You say that 100 minus 74. So 100 minus 74, what is it? 26. Yes. So I'm going to multiply by 26%. And then I will get the answer. So what is the first answer about the one that part full time? What is the first answer? Anyone? Anyone did it?
230.
130?
230.
230. Okay, what about the second one?
65.
55?
65.
65. Okay. Then he's asking for what? He's asking for how many more? Yeah? How many more? What does it mean, how many more? It means that I'm just going to subtract 230 from 65. I guess the answer is 165. Is it?
Yes.
This is how you do it. Is it easy? I guess it is easy. Why did you subtract the second one? Okay, why? Listen, read the question carefully, Jana. What he's saying right now? He's saying to you that 250 full-time and 250 part-time. These are the numbers of the employees. Yeah, 92% qualify for the health insurance. So the 92%, I'm going to take them because he said qualify. The second one, he said 72% are not qualify. You understand? So in the first one, he give it to you as a qualify. In the second one, he give it to me as do not qualify. Okay. So if they are like 72%, 74 are not qualified. How many left to be qualified? 26% they are qualified, because I have two types, either to be qualified or not qualified. So if it's 74 as qualified, I'm using the rest of them as not qualified. Oh, sorry, the opposite. Do you understand? Jana, you understand? Nice. Let's do more. Let's search for more problems. Let's search for more problems. And okay, that's easy. I'm not going to do it 24, easy. Okay, let's do 26. I guess, I don't know. I suppose that everyone can solve 26 now, because we did the exact same, okay? We did exact the same one. So good luck with this. Come on, guys. Please try to do this. Try to do 26. Are you sure, Mr. Osama? If you are sure, it's correct answer. All right, this is it, correct. Yahya, it's correct. Naya, it's correct. Jenna, perfect. Samar, perfect. Okay, nice. Everyone, you got it. Correct. Nicely done. Let's do it quickly. He was saying, what is he saying to you? We have a certain store. The price of a calculator is 150, and the price of the radio is 75, and the price of the printer is 16% less than the price of a radio. Okay, so I have a missing information, which is the missing information is the price of the printer. Let's try to find the price of the printer first. Okay, so the price of a calculator is 150, the price of a radio is $75, and then the price of the printer is 16% less than the price of the radio. So I'm gonna say this: the printer the printer is equal, like the price of the printer is equal, what he said, 16% less than the price of a radio. I told you this, if you want to do it as fast as you can, what you're going to do is this, 75, all right, multiplied by what? Don't multiply by 16, no. The faster idea is multiply 100 minus 16%. And at this case, you're going to calculate using calculator what is the price of the printer, all right? Again, if you want to use something else, which is you can take the 75, you multiply by 16%, you get the answer, then your answer that you got, subtract 75 from the answer that you got, and that's the answer. So what is the answer I have here? Anyone?
63.
63. All right. So this is the price of the printer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Here in the question, what is saying to you? He's saying to you that by what percent is the price of the printer less than the price of the calculator? Obviously, I'm doing what? I'm doing comparing between values. I'm comparing between the price of the printer and the price of the calculator. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm saying that the printer minus the calculator, or because of Mr. Yahya, he liked to do this. He said, let's subtract the greater from the lower. So calculator minus the printer, all over what? That's the point, okay? This is the mistake that students do. He said to you that after the word than, calculator, so just do the calculator down, times 100, all right? So basically what I'm doing is 150 minus 63, and no need for the absolute value here, because it's like the greater minus the lower, over the calculator, which is 150 times 100. And this is when you get the answer. And I guess most of you said 58. You get 58? I guess he said answer is B. And this is how we get the answer. Any problems? Let's raise the level. What do you think? That's enough for this questions?
Yes.
Type. Nice, nice, nice. These are questions, different type of questions. And these are the ratios. And let's go back to a question. I guess this was a question in the homework, even though you can't. Wait a minute. Let me see if there is a question you can solve. You're able to do it. Okay, this is good. Did we solve this? 5. Anyone remember, did we solve this 5 or not?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, let's do the 5. I don't know. I remember that I did it, but I don't know with who. Like I remember that recently I did it. Okay, good luck. Read this question carefully and let me see what is your answer is going to be. Here, by the way, the answer is going to be numerical, like just you have to insert into a numbers. Numerical. That's super nice, Osama. Naya, read the question carefully. You're like that's true a question, true answer, but it's incorrect at the same time. True, but incorrect. Read the question carefully. What is it asking for? Okay, after you do this, you subtract. This is the total before the leaking. Yeah? سنة درس عندي مش هناك، خليكي معي. Okay, Yahya, perfect. يلا يا سنة, show me your answer. Jana, where's your answer also?
I didn't send it on the chat.
Send it on the chat.
Yeah, I did.
You did send it on the chat? I didn't have it. Where are you sending at?
On the chat.
Send again, send again.
Okay.
All right, so the answer right now is 5,000, I guess. Okay, 5,940. All right, let me see why. Basically, here we have somebody, okay, size car is leaking engine oil, okay? The engine is leaking with oil. The rate is 2.5 millimeter per hour. So it's 2.5 milliliter each hour, yes? Each 1 hour. Okay, so the car engine contains 6 liters. That's the total, which is they got 6 liters of oil. Then what will be the amount of oil in milliliters remaining? All right. What is the amount in the engine remaining after 24 hours? Okay, now you have a calculator. If I have a 2.5 milliliters in an hour, so how many losing oil will be? How many milliliter is she's gonna lose in 24 hours? All right. So what I'm gonna do, this question mark, I'm gonna get it by multiplying the 2.5 by 24. And I guess if you multiply the 2.5 by 24, you got a 60. All right. So use your definitions. What is this 60 represents? This 60 represents how much the amount of lost or of lost oil. Yes. So again, what is his question about? His question about how many remaining. Okay, so the engine contains 6 liters. Yep. You have to be careful that I'm using right now milliliters and the engine contains 6 liters. So if I have 6 liters, I'm going to multiply by 1,000. So I can change from liter to what? To milliliter. He give it to this information, I guess. Yeah. Note that the 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So basically the engine, he said that, yes? The engine contains, so the engine right now, if I'm talking about the milliliters, contains 6,000 milliliter. But this 6,000 milliliter before the leaking oil, right? So I have a 60 lost. So I would say 6,000 minus 60, that's lost. So 5,940 milliliter. What is it? That's how many left. So that's your answer. Easy? I wish that is easy.
Easy.
What is 64? Like 64, Jana, he said to you that 2.5 milliliters for an hour. He told you that after 24 hours, okay? Like after 24 hours, first of all, you have to find how many milliliters of oil that the engine lost, okay? So what I'm doing, I'm saying 2.5 milliliters in an hour. So how many milliliters in 24 hours? That's what I did. So I got this 60. What is this 60? It's the amount of lost oil. Okay. So it's 60 milliliters that they lost. Okay. Then what I'm doing, I'm just saying the question is about what is the amount of the oil remaining. So the engine contains 6 liters. I changed the liters into milliliters. So now I have 6,000 milliliters in the engine. And then they lost 60. So how much left? Okay, like 3 steps question. Okay, Ajana? All right. All right, so let's do more. Six. Okay, try to solve 6. Okay, sorry for this. All right, so that's easy question. What he's saying to you that the company blah blah blah, they conduct survey, and as you can see that we have somewhat dissatisfied 15% and completely dissatisfied 25%. Okay, how many customers we have right now? We have 240 customers. Okay, the question right now is this, which is he's saying to you this: how many customers? Okay, here the question starts. How many customers were either completely or somewhat satisfied? So we're looking basically for this two, completely satisfied and somewhat satisfied. Okay, both of them at the same time. So, somewhat dissatisfied and completely satisfied, both of them represents, what is the percent that both of them represents? Both of them represents 40%. So how many left? What is the percent left for this two together? I'm going to say 60%. Okay, yes or not? So both of them together represent 60%. 60% of what? Of all the customers. What is all customers? How many all customers that we have? Is 240. So I'm just going to say 240 multiplied by 60%, and this is it. I guess if you multiply it, you say 144, and this is it. Yeah, easy. Question 8. Question 8. And from now I'm going to tell you, the answer is not B. Wait, sorry, the answer is not A. The answer is not 8,000. All right? From now I'm telling you, the answer is not 8,000. If you try to calculate it and you calculate it as 8,000, I'm going to say that's incorrect. Okay, careful about your answer. And now I need you to show me how, okay? Please text me on WhatsApp. Like how you're solving. Muhammad, show me how. Shama, text me please on WhatsApp. Show me how. Nice. That's correct. Now, this is what I'm looking for, Mr. Osama. Perfect. That's so correct. Yeah, show me why. Muhammad. Nice. Perfect. Nice. All right, should I solve it for you? Exactly, Samir. That's exactly how you have to solve it. Okay, stay with me, everyone, please. I'm going to explain to you how you do the question here. Okay, actually, there is a trick. There is a trick in this type of question, okay? We have a trick right now, which is, read it carefully. I told you that the answer is not A, and I'll show you how or why you will get the answer as A, okay? He said to you that in 1950, scientists estimate that certain animal population in a particular geographical area to be 6,400. So in 1950, how many population, what is the number of the population that right now they have? They are 6,400. All right, listen carefully for this next information. In 2000, the population has been raised to be to 7,200. Okay, so at year 2000, the population right now, it is what? It is 7,200, okay? So listen for now. This is the key of solution, all right? What he's saying to you, he's saying to you that if this animal population experienced the same % increase over the next 50 years, one more time, if this animal population experienced the same % increase, all right? All right, for over the next 50 years, what will be approximate the population will be? Guys, he said to you that the same % increased. The mistake that most of the students they are doing is this. They're saying, for example, from 6,400 to the 7,200. What is the amount of increase? The amount of increase, they will say from 6,400 to 7,200, it's 800. So at the next 50 years, they will say it's the answer is 7,200 plus 800 is going to be 8,000. Basically, that's most of the students they will think, and that's a mistake. And because they know that you're going to think like this, they put it to you here, right? So most of the students, they're going to go with A. No, it's incorrect. All right. Why is incorrect? Because he said to you that they experienced the same % increase. He didn't say experience the same amount of increase. Guys, there is a huge difference between saying amount of increase and saying the % increased, okay? So from 6,400 to 7,000, I know that the amount of increase as 800, but do I know what is the % increase? No, I don't. So I'm looking for what is the % increased. So first of all, I have to calculate, guys, I have to calculate what is the % increase from 6,400 to 7,200. And by the way, this is what we call the difference in value. Do you understand? So here I'm going to say that's the old amount and that's the new amount. Okay. So Mr. Yahya, I'm going to say, because you said that you like this, so I'm going to say it's 7,200, the big value minus the small value. All right. Here there is no need for the absolute value, but it's okay. Over the old amount, always over the old amount. What is the old amount? 6,400. Okay. Multiplied by 100. And then right now, what I'm doing, I'm calculating the % increase. So basically, it's increased by 12.5%. So from the 6,400 to 7,200, it's increased by 12.5%. And now I'm going to say the next 50 years, it's going to increase by the same. All right. So the next 50 years is going to increase by the same %. Right now, what I'm going to say, so from 7,200, okay, I'm going to increase by 12.5%. Here you have two ways to calculate it. Okay, you can do whatever you want. You can say the 7,200 multiplied by 12.5%. You get the answer, use a calculator. You say that the answer is 900. So basically, it's going to increase by 900. So 7,200 plus 900, and now the final amount you will get is 8,100. Or you can do the second way. What is the second way? I told you that the way that I liked, which is you take 7,200, you multiply it directly by what? 112.5%. Add 100 because it's increased by 100. Yes, the same formula, old minus new over the old, always, Jana. Okay. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Let's do more. I don't know if there is any more questions about the %. If there is, I'm going to show it to you if there is. That's a ratio. I will explain to you how you do this. Question 7. Like there is an idea as I didn't explain to you yet. I guess that was a homework. Question 1. We solved it, by the way, or we did not. Question 1. Easy. We did it or did not. Did we solve it?
Yes,
2,
I think.
2.
No, Number 2, no.
Just we solved one question?
Yes, we solved number 2.
And what we solved question 8?
Question 8. Where is it?
Yes, question 8, yes.
Question 8, yes.
Yes, we did.
9. Question 9. أيها الشعب العربي العظيم. Question 9.
No.
No? All right, take your time to
Yes,
9.
we did.
We did 9?
It
Yahya?
was homework, but we didn't solve it here.
It was an homework, yeah, Yahya. But we didn't solve it together.
Oh.
I guess you are remembering the question because you did it as a homework, but I didn't solve it with you. Let's do it together right now. Because it was an homework, I'm going to start with the solution right now directly because you did it. Most of you did it in a homework. Is it? I guess you did it as a homework. Okay. Okay. So listen. Now he's saying to you this information. Give me confirmation. Can you hear my voice? Yes. All right. Because the court reporters must type every word at the trial or a hearing. They must be able to type a minimum rate of 3.75 words per second. Guys, right now, the first step I will do is I will try to collect all the informations I can get from the text. Okay, so the first information I have right now, the first information, how many words per second? Okay, I have a 3.75 words in 1 second. Okay, that's the first information. Okay, suppose a trial transcript contains 25 pages with an average of 625 words per page. Wait a minute. Here we have another information that the transcripts contains how many pages? 25 pages. So I have a 25 pages of a transcript. Question 3. The average of 675 words per page. So this is also an information, 675 words in each page, 1 page, right? Assuming that the court reporter types the transcript at the minimum rate, how long was it? How long was he actively typing? So how long was he actively typing? All right, he's asking for how long, all right? He's asking for a time. Okay, so first of all, I can see that how many pages she had, or they had, 25 pages, okay? He had 25 pages. First of all, I will try to change the whole number of pages into words. Okay, so I'm doing this. I have a 25 pages. And using this information in each page, how many words there is in each page? 675. So I'm going to multiply by 675. And then I will get a number. And by the way, what does this number stands for? This number represents how many total number of words that I have. The total number of words that we have. Okay, so please, someone with calculator, tell me the answer.
16,875.
16,875. Okay, so again, what does this represent? 16,875 represent the total number of words that we have. Okay. Now I'm going to use the proportion he gave it to me. He said they can do it at a minimum rate of 3.75 words in 1 second. All right. So if they are able to write 3.75 words per second, okay, how many words or how many seconds they will take? 16,875 words. So how long they will take, okay? And by the way, this is represents, if you get the answer here, you represent the total amount of time, but in seconds. Total amount of time is seconds. I guess 4,500, is it?
Yeah.
4,500, what?
Seconds.
Again, this is seconds, okay? So as you can see that all answers are in hours or in minutes. So let's try to change seconds into minutes. How you change seconds into minutes, you remember? Or do you know? Divide by 60, all right? So just divide by 60, so you can change from seconds into what? Into minutes. So when you divide 4,500 divided by 60, you will get 75. Is it?
Yeah.
So what do we have right now? 75 minutes, all right? So 75 minutes, it's basically 75 minutes, it's an hour and 15 minutes, is it?
Yeah.
And that's how you solve the question. That's how you do this question. Okay, guys. Okay, this is one of the questions in the homework. Guys, in this chapter, we still have the idea of having ratio, right? Next lesson, we talk about the ratio. And next lesson, we will finish the chapter 4, right? This is it for today. Thank you so much. We didn't took the break because like I will leave early, 10 minutes early. Do you have any questions? Naya, if you have questions about previous lessons, you can text me, okay? I'm not going to answer directly, but I will answer at the end.
Thank you so much.
Anyone? Any questions? Next lesson, inshallah, we will finish chapter 4. You have all the PDFs on the platform. So please, there is a lot of questions you can solve by yourself and solve them. If you still have questions, you can always text me, okay? Have a nice evening. Assalamu alaikum.